Saturday Draft League, and all of a sudden given the reins to the most important part of it, the lottery. So Tibbs, he's here, Mish. He's going to go over some key dates to start, go over some thoughts of who to take in the first round, who I would take, who I wouldn't take, what spot I would want to trade back, trade up to. Basic thoughts like that. Tibbs?
Sounds good. Everybody should know the key dates by now. Payment deadline is 8/15. It's the last season that Saturday Draft League is going to be discounted, so it's $100, 50 if you're a CSC member, so just pay by 8/15. Waitlist is already 4 guys deep, so anyone who hasn't paid by then lose their spot. Obviously, you don't want to do that because Bobby Haas is doing work in this league. The combine is going to be 8/16 on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's actually right after the Saturday Draft League finals from the spring 2014 season. The finals will be at 10 a.m. So come out, watch the champs get crowned, and then stick around, get a pickup run in so all the new captains can see basically everyone. A bunch of guys don't know. No preseason this season. It's Labor Day weekend, and I assume everyone is gone for the long weekend because the first week of the season is 9/6. That's Saturday. 5 games. We're going to run right into it. No buys this season, so everyone's thrilled with that. So 9-week regular season. Top 8 out of 10 make the playoffs.
Do we want to talk about the captains and their percent of the number 1 pick?
Sure.
Yeah, so captain with the best chances at the number 1, Eric Johnson at 21.53% chance. Alan Orlana, first-time captain, 21% chance. Followed by Harrison Labov, rookie to the league as well. Myself at number 4. Ghost, Mike Frere, 7.5% chance at the number 1. And then the bottom 5 in terms of chances are Kari. It's Kari, right? Kari. Dustin, Nate Mendez, Damian, and Jameel Ball. So let's get right into the lottery.
You want to get right into it? You don't even want to wait.
No, I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning.
You woke up at 5 a.m.? Sam, I've been up at 3 a.m. the last 3
Well, I
months.
don't have a kid. So.
Wow, baby Tibbs.
Alright. So, 10 envelopes. Looks like Tibbs sealed these for me, so I can struggle with them.
I did, Sam. I think that's everyone's favorite part of the videos, is
Yeah.
watching you open envelopes. The B draft was pretty upset that they didn't get to do that this season.
I know, I was pretty excited to get to open them. Number 10, Jameel Ball.
That's expected. He had the worst chance in the lottery with just a 1.27% chance of moving up, so that's really not that surprising.
Number 9. Ghost, number 9.
Ghost took a big fall, dropping 4 spots from 5 to 9. So that means a bunch of guys moved up.
Well, let's just hope I'm one of those guys in the top 3. I know for a fact that Ghost wanted Mark LeBlanc.
Did he really?
He won a title in the B draft.
I think every B draft captain that's now in SDL wants LeBlanc.
I think LeBlanc does not want me, that's for sure.
Only if you let him choose your team.
8. Carey. Corrupt.
Sam's reading comprehension is terrible. So that's a big
How to
fall.
pronounce his name?
It's a big fall. It's fell 2 spots. It's going to be tough for him to sandbag someone into the league like he normally does with the 8th pick.
7. Damien. Rough.
Ruff moved up a couple spots. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Did you know he's averaging 22 points a game in this league this season?
Stop it.
Seriously.
6. Harry Labov. Now he fell.
He fell 3 spots.
5. Me.
Sam Boyer fell 1 spot.
Not that bad.
It's not too bad. You're in the top half of the draft. You're going to have guards to choose from that you like, you realize. Either Lenz, or Maz, or LeBlanc, or Bradshaw. Of those 4, are you happy with a couple of them?
Yeah, I'll end up fucking it up with some trade.
Oh, of course.
So, fine for now. 4. Eric Johnson fell out of the top pick.
Fell out of the top 2 picks. He and Allen had the exact same number of lottery balls. They each had 215.
So
And the fact that he fell to 4 was pretty surprising.
So the 3 left are Mendez, Dustin, and Orlando.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you. 2 of the bottom 4 captains move all the way up into the top 4, which is pretty surprising.
I like to just make these unusable from now on.
Never going to be able to use them again.
Mendez, number 3.
Nate moved all the way up from number 8 pick, 5 spots.
Not bad.
Over under on 48 hours before our first Nate Gate trade this season in STL.
It's not the time, it's the stupidity of the trade. So, anyone can make a trade within 10 minutes of the lottery video being posted.
That's true.
He's just lucky no one's on in this league this season. Number 2. Allen Orlando, which means the number 1, Dustin.
Dustin got the number 1 pick. You can open the
Just to
envelope
make
and
sure.
confirm.
Oh, look at that, you didn't steal this one. See how easy that was?
Well, because the 1 pick's always obvious. Dustin moved all the way up from 7 all the way to the top pick with just a 5.44% chance. I put together a little first round mock since I knew the lottery before it happened. Somebody has to make the picks, and so I don't outsource it, obviously. So my mock's pretty straightforward. I think Dustin rolls the dice with Bartholdi. I don't think we can go wrong there with either him or Moshe. I think Allen takes whichever one is left, Moshe in this case. I have Nate taking Sidorko 3rd. He's got a great season this season. Dude can score every time he touches the ball. It's a good pick in the top 5, definitely. Eric really got screwed this season, but hopefully he's seen enough of the guys this season that maybe puts together a slightly better team this time around. I have him taking Ryan McAuliffe, who is another guy that can score every time he touches the ball, which leaves you with the choice of Lenz, LeBlanc, Maz, and I have you taking LeBlanc.
I would take LeBlanc over Maz just because it would spark a reaction out of Mazeo.
Absolutely, you got to get him.
I can't believe he scored 63 in this league.
Do we really have to talk about that? I was
We
kind
do.
of avoiding that as much
We
as possible.
do. He scored 63. The CAC record, we looked it up, is 67.
67 Magic in an A-draft game.
So Maz shot 14 and 27 from 3 in the 63-point game. Imagine if we made 2 more threes, just 16 for 27.
Magic hit 16 in that record-setting 67-point performance. So, I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with any of the guards there. I actually have those 3 going off the next 5. I have you taking LeBlanc at 5, Harry taking Lenz at 6. I think is a pretty safe bet. He knows Lenz. B-draft MVP this season. I think that's a good pick. And I have Ruff teaming up with Maz for the 3rd season in the last 2 times around.
With enough people talking about Maz, I bet Harry would take the risk over him, over the proven thing in Lenz.
You think?
I think so. I think so.
I don't know.
If it's a debate, if we just had a debate over LeBlanc or Maz, wouldn't you take Maz over Lenz then?
I probably would, but I think Harry sticks with what he knows. I could see Harry also trading down and getting a bunch of value for his 6th pick. I mean, there's so much talent in the 2nd round, as we'll see in a second.
Yeah. Harry doesn't know 3 of the top 4 in your mock.
Right, exactly.
I don't think he's physically even seen them. Never
No.
mind know how to play.
I agree with that. That's why I think he sticks with what he knows. 7 and 8, Curry and Ghost. I have Haas and Roberts coming off in some order. That seems to be a debate the last season. Who do you take, Haas or Roberts?
I think both would kick the shit out of me if given the chance. No comment.
Well, you got to choose one. I mean, I have Haas going 8, and I have Frere taking Roberts at 9. I don't think you can go wrong there. This seems like a loaded 2-round league next season coming up. At the swing pick, Jameel, I have him taking Cook and Matt T, last season's MVP, going number 10, which is pretty impressive. He's coming back after the summer off. And then, 2nd round notables, I got Rubiano, Bradshaw, McKinnon, Waters, Burton, who went number 1 overall this season, put up 18, 8, and 5, and he's somehow going to be end of the 1st round, top 2nd. I know Eric's team didn't make the playoffs this season. But I don't really think you can pin that on Burton's effort in his rookie season.
So, based off the depth, would you rather have 10-11 or 1-20-21?
1-20-21 looks like, you know, either big that you want, plus like Billy Jackson, maybe Shea. So I personally like 10-11. I think Jamil can run point enough that, you know, he can take the best two available. I don't even think fit matters. I think take the best two guys and try to go from there. Jamil's been a captain in a couple leagues before. He knows what he's doing. Sam, you can't say that someone doesn't know what they're doing. Track record.
That's true.
Track record.
That's true.
So that was my mock. I think that, you know, some of those guys could slide to the second round and you could bump McKinnon, Bradshaw up, Burton, obviously. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what captains want to do. I really think, you know, if you don't know who you want in that middle of the first round, trading down, stockpiling some second round value, not a bad idea.
I'm sure LeBlanc would love to get away from me if I traded down to the second round.
You realize, though, if you're going to take him at 5, you have to let him sign off on every trade you make before the draft.
Well, LeBlanc is similar to me in the sense that we don't know everyone in the league.
True.
So I think it'd be easier to convince him on, like, if there's just a B draft player that we're familiar with, or like a franchise league player that we're familiar with, over some guy that I would just take the risk on Saturday that I've just heard things about.
Definitely.
We'd probably be more inclined to just take someone like Ian.
Yep.
Even if he's not the best player available, we would just know what we're getting. There'd be that sense of security.
Ian's going to be so upset he said he's not the best player available.
I said even if he's not, he
Okay.
could be.
He could be. At 16 or whatever that next pick is. Anyway, so we're going to set up the time for the draft. The rest of the league is obviously welcome to attend. Bobby Haas did great work in the spring season. His awards are going to be up in the next day or two. Great work. 80s basketball references, you know, shades of Bill Simmons when he was still readable.
I was born in the 90s, so I don't know many 80s references.
That's the worst. I hate it every time you bring that up. I don't think I have any other questions for you, Sam. Do you have anything else for the SDLers out there?
No, I'm just excited to play in the league. I've heard and seen a lot of good things. I work here on Saturday, so
Nice.
it doesn't seem like a bad league. I joined it for a reason. I dropped franchise for it, so I'm excited.
I think you got booted from franchise.
I didn't get booted from franchise.
I think Terry scarred you for life.
Terry didn't. I got 6 seed in that league.
Anyway, one more time. Draft order. 10 Jamil, 9 Ghost, 8 Curry, 7 Ruff, 6 Harry, 5 Sam, 4 Eric, 3 Nate, 2 Allen, and 1, the winner of the SDL #1 pick for the fall 14 season is Dustin Williams. Anyway, we're going to update the draft board, get this posted, and yeah, good luck next season. Who do you think, you're getting LeBlanc at 5, you know that, right?
Love that.
First. Responsibilities. Jeez. What the not doesn't know. Wait. No. Crap, let's do that again.
Oh yeah, we'll try that. You try that again.
Lead me back into that one, what did you say? Alright. Moshe, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, is that what you call them?
Yeah.
Alright.
Dave.
Okay. Does that work? I think
Yeah.
that's fine.
I don't think people are gonna care if your hairline cuts off a little bit.
They should. I think it was fabulous.